guys, it's Ashley and Suzette on 104.7 Kiss FM, and we are here with the beautiful Madison Beer. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I love your sweatsuit. It looks like the opening for your music video. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll say it was on purpose, but it wasn't. But.
There we go. I told Suzette, I was like, I've just been living in sweats. I'm wearing them now, so you're on the same vibe. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to go back to real pants ever again.
Why would you? Why would you ever?
That's the thing. Everybody is like styling it now, like the dope kicks and the big T-shirts. Like that's the style right now. Nobody can tell you anything for wearing sweats.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. So first off, huge congrats on the success of Baby. So far, it's just exploding, and you deserve all of the success. The music video is insane. The all-woman cast, the different types of women you have in there. It's perfect. So thank you for that.
So much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So can you talk a little about how that song came about? I know you've touched on before, it's about knowing your worth and kind of just like coming back into yourself after a rough year. So how does that feel, releasing that kind of song into the world?
It feels really good. I mean, it's obviously like a reduced version of that messaging, and I think that it's kind of like, obviously the song isn't completely about like lyrically about self-love and like regaining your confidence and all that kind of stuff, but in my opinion, like you can feel that through having an anthem that like makes you feel confident and sexy, that like to me goes into the category of like self-love and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, like I just wanted to make a song that made people feel good. That was really like the idea behind it, and something that people could just like get ready to and feel hot, and like that was genuinely as simple as it gets. So it feels really good having it out. I mean, I've been seeing so many tweets and Instagram posts and whatnot of people saying how it's helped them and given them a boost of confidence or made them feel sexy, and that's all I really wanted from this record. So I'm very, very happy that it's being perceived as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, it definitely gets you like in your feels, it makes you feel like empowered, and then it beat kicks in, and then it's like a slammer, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I can party to this, I can dance in my bedroom to this. What was the process putting that song together for you?
Like sonically?
Yeah.
It was like, we had a bunch of concepts that we were playing around with, and it was originally like supposed to be this idea that was called Prescription Love, which like kind of fit more in with my album theme, which is very like high concept things that are, like not super simple. And then the more I was listening to the song after it was finished, I was like, I feel like this is just too much of a concept, and I'd rather it be something like super easily digestible and something that people could just listen to once and understand what it's about, what I'm saying. Doesn't need to have this whole like deeper meaning. So we stripped it down, and I was like, I literally I have a voice memo of me like freestyling, if you want to be my baby, I'm gonna drive you mad. And they were like, that's it, let's do that. And I was like, perfect.
Love that.
Yeah, and so we just like went along with that, and I knew I wanted like a delayed drop, so like the drop comes on the 4, not the 1, so it's like it's not on the if you want to be my, it's on the baby. So I might be getting that wrong with the 4 and the 1, but it's on like the offbeat. It's not where it usually would come in, and I knew that I wanted something that kind of like had you like anticipating it. And so I mean my producers and my team that I work with in the studio are incredible, and so I'm just like very, very grateful that they were able to perfectly execute what I wanted. And yeah, it's just it's definitely one of my favorite songs off my album.
I love that.
Do like with your songs, record on your voice memo or something? Like when you have an idea, do you go on there, record it, or do you go on your notes and record or write something down?
Yeah, look, I'll literally play you the voice memo. And I'm like, I also, the first thing, interestingly enough, that I heard on Baby was on, and I just kept hearing that, and I don't know why, like it wouldn't get out of my fucking head. Sorry, I shouldn't have worked. It wouldn't get out of my head because I was like, they kept playing these notes, and it was we were on the piano. Here, look, it sounds terrible because I'm like trying to find a note, so it sounds literally horrific. Why are you weird? You wanna be my baby, and I'm gonna drive you mad. You wanna be my lady, I can turn you on. Like I knew that the on was like something that I really wanted, and then we were just like, that was literally the first time I said, if you wanna be my baby, I'm gonna drive you mad. But it's just like I just when I get stuck in like this concept, I just have to do it. And I just kept hearing like dun, 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 on, and they were like, what are we gonna say with on though? Like, what is on? I was like, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. And then I was like, turn you on, clothes still on, keep you on, like, you know what I mean, put you on. Like we had so many different ideas for just like figuring out what, because once you like, for me personally, when I write music, once I get stuck on a lyric that's like if I, let's say I just hear the word like cry at a certain moment, I have to work around it and use that word, because or else like it won't feel right to me and it'll feel just like off. So when I landed on, they were like, that's a really weird word and we don't know how we're gonna work with that. And I was like, well, we're gonna figure it out. So we did.
It turned out perfect, and that's, I feel like you know, you're not forcing it, like it just came naturally, and that's why it works so good. And I know you touched on self-love earlier, and this is what I love about you, and I feel like it's so rare nowadays to have an artist with such a big following like you do actually care about their fans. And you are always replying to them, you are always messaging your fans, you are always telling them that they're beautiful, and you're retweeting their selfies, and it's just like warms my heart, because I feel like you don't see celebrities like interacting with their fans anymore, but I feel like that's like your main thing, is you want your fans to know how much you care about them, and that's like, I love that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, you know, I mean, I have like a private Instagram that only like 30,000 of like my biggest fans, who are like my real like diehard ones, they follow that account, and I go live like honestly almost daily, and like no one really knows about it, but like I go live and like talk to them for so long. And like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, I also think like to what you said, like a lot of artists also haven't been in this since they were 12. Like I've really grown up with these kids, and like I know them all pretty personally at this point. And so for me, it's just important to like have that, like maintain that relationship, because I also like haven't, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like a lot of artists will come in the game and then they'll like blow up really big, and then, you know, whatever. Like I've had like a lot of people try to push me out of the conversation, and like having these people stand by me and like be my fans throughout everything has just been such a blessing. And like I just am very, very grateful for them. So I feel like because I've been canceled, or because I've been, you know, hated on a lot and whatever, like it's given me the opportunity to get that much closer with my fans. So I just, you know, really take that stuff seriously, and like they mean so much to me, for real. Like every artist says that obviously, but like they genuinely like mean so much to me.
No, even when you came to Phoenix and you performed at the Love Pup Family Fest, like you kicked it for a while afterwards, hugging everyone.
One of my biggest fans on Instagram, her name's also Madison. She was there, and like she's dope. Like I know all of them. Like I'm not even kidding when I say like if you say a city, like I can tell you which one of my fans lives there, and, like who they are, and like yeah, I don't know. I just, you know, I love these kids.
So it must be super hard right now, since we can't tour and you're in quarantine, to not be able to hug your fans. Like I'm sure that's just killing you inside.
It is. It sucks so bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure they know. And you doing those lives, like that just probably is
yeah,
so
that's
special.
my way of keeping, like, you know, keeping our connection strong, I guess.
So what have you been doing, like, you know, mostly during the pandemic? Are you still like working on music? Because I know, you know, the touring and all the station visits and all that. Like I'm sure you have other time. What do you dedicate that time to?
Yeah, you know, obviously when everyone was like genuinely quarantined and nothing was open, I was back with my family in New York, and I was with them for about 2 months and wasn't really doing anything then, honestly. And then I got back to LA, and yeah, I've been able to work a little bit. I'm very blessed, I think, that I'm able to actually still work. Like we're in the industry that we can still have jobs right now, where there's obviously millions of people who can't. So I'm very grateful that I'm able to still have a job. And yeah, I mean, like I've been trying to stay creative, of course, but it's tough. It's obviously a weird like mental block of like what's going on in the world, and like what am I even putting music out to? Like where am I going? It's just a weird thing, and I think everyone's just trying to navigate it the best they can. But yeah, I've just been trying to, you know, stay occupied, watch some movies and shows that I didn't get to see otherwise.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like when Madison is like, I don't want to work, I need to like clear my mental state, what do you do? Do you play video games? Do you like watch makeup YouTube videos? Like what's your go-to, like I need to chill and turn my brain off?
I take a bath, or like literally just watch nonsense on YouTube, like anything. I get in such like YouTube rabbit holes that I can't pinpoint what I watch, but like yeah, I just try to like take time for myself. And you know, that's also like part of my thing about mental health and like setting boundaries and being able to be like, yo, I need like a day alone, and like no one gets to come talk to me for a day. And that's been like something that I've been really working on, and also like preaching about a lot to my fans, is, you know, being able to be like, hey, no, this doesn't feel good to me and I'm not going to do that, and I need time for myself, and I don't need to explain myself. So that's that's pretty much it.
That's awesome that you're so young and you've already kind of figured that out, because I feel like it takes time for you to get to that point, and I feel like that's usually like late 20s, and that's why they say your 30s are the best. But for you to figure that out now, to set those boundaries for you, that is incredible. Like it's gonna make things a lot easier for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I credit it to a lot of trauma and a lot of shit that I didn't want to go through, but I'm very glad that I did, because I feel like, yeah, you're 100% right, and I think I'm very insightful for my age, and I think that I'm very grateful for having, like, you know, the ability to also now hopefully impact my friends around me who are my age, and be able to be like, don't do this, don't do that. Like, this doesn't feel right, then get the fuck up and leave, and it doesn't feel good to you, and like, that's it. And yeah, so thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Your birthday's March 5th, right? Yeah. Is that a Pisces? Do you think that has a lot to do with your Pisces, because you're very intuitive?
Absolutely. I'm such a Pisces. I'm actually also in the center of Pisces, which is like, I'm the most Pisces.
Wow.
Like, if you look at the dates, I'm March 5th is the center.
Suzette's all about zodiacs. I knew she was going to ask you that. And I know
What are you?
I'm a Capricorn. And close to Aquarius.
Love.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw like March 5th, I was like, okay, intuitive sign, really into their emotions, and a very creative sign too. So that's all you.
Absolutely.
I like it nails her to the T. And I know you're a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So like you said, yeah, you went through some shit, but look at where you are now, and you get to inspire young people around the entire world, not even just the country. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us today. I know you're so busy, so we appreciate you more than you could know. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. It was so nice seeing you again. I'll see you soon.
Yes, hopefully you can get back out to Arizona when this whole craziness is over.
I would genuinely love to, 100%. Like I said, one of my biggest fans is there, so I gotta come see her too. So
awesome.
Thank you so much. Be safe. Bye.